Welcome to our Signalize Getting Started tutorial. This is part 2 of a 3-part series on how to set up push notifications on your website with Signalize. In this part we will cover the permission prompt setup, the news card setup and the welcome notification setup. Using the bypalmboli.com website as an example, I show how to optimally design the invitation dialogues and welcome message to generate as many subscribers as possible. Bypalmboli.com is a web store without a native app. Therefore, we focus on sending messages to webshop visitors. The prerequisite for inviting visitors to receive push messages is that the Signalize code is integrated on the website. We also recommend uploading the Signalize service worker file to the root directory of the website and creating and storing the Apple certificates for Safari as well as Wallet for maximum success. These two certificates are required to reach macOS and iPhone users in addition to Windows desktop and Android smartphone users. Now a bit of preparation first. Before we start with the actual setup, the following materials should be at hand. I put them in a folder on my computer for this purpose. These are the store logo in the sizes 192 by 192, 58 by 58 and 200 by 70 pixels as PNG files. I also created my own bell icon with 50 by 50 pixels. Of course you can also use the image from Signalize. Additionally, I prepared two large images with 320 by 100 pixels for the wallet news card as well as 400 by 200 pixels for the welcome message. I also made notes on the font and colors I use on the website for buttons, backgrounds and fonts. With that, I'm ready to log into my Signalize account and get started. Since I want to configure the opt-in in more detail, I don't go through the setup wizard, but directly into the settings. To make my life easier afterwards, I first set my logo as the default image for the messages. If I already have a suitable format on my website, I can directly enter the corresponding image link. Otherwise I upload it and adjust the cropping if necessary. Then just click on Save Changes. Since I also want to address Apple Safari users, and Apple is still a bit more special, I also add the image here again. Since I have already saved it as a standard image, just click on Copy Standard Image. Don't forget to save the changes. Now to the actual permission prompts. We start with Web Push. We can already change it to active because the activation will only happen after saving at the end of the setup. Since the service worker is filed, we use the dispatch over the own domain. Otherwise, the registration runs rather unattractive via an iframe. The action button we want to display to give refusers the chance to still opt in for push messages later, upload a custom bell image here if desired, adjust the button color and text if necessary. For the actual invitation dialog, I decided to use the box, because visually it fits perfectly with the browser dialog and does not take up too much space on the website in desktop view. I will now customize the dialog a bit. Add my logo, my font, the button color and my privacy link. If I had a multilingual site, I could now add other languages for the texts. I then check that it looks good in all browsers and also mobile and click Save. Now I do the same for the invitation to iPhone users with the specifics for the wallet news card. We have the larger image up our sleeve for this. On the back, we still have to enter a contact email. This is formally necessary, even though hardly any users go to the back. Last but not least, we add a standard logo for future messages. Click Save Changes and you're done. Now we come to the very last step, the automatic welcome messages. After all, we want to say thank you to the registered users and welcome them to the push service. To do this, we go to Automation and select Welcome Automation by clicking on the pencil icon. To edit the actual message, we click on the pencil again. Now we are in the notification editor. We select Web and Wallet Push as channels and of course we want to welcome all new recipients. For the message, we add a few emojis, replace the URL with ours, of course, and select the large message image. We can save the buttons, since the user is probably still on our side. For the wallet message, be sure to enable the card change, since the initial card is still prompting to be added. Customize message, then customize the front of the card. The back can always remain the same. Then click on Send to activate the automation. Done. That's it. In the dashboard you can see how the first recipients are added in the next few days. The next tutorial is about sending messages, but you've already seen how it basically works with the welcome message setup. Thanks for watching and happy signalizing.